here. Hello, Marilyn. Hello, Tracy. Hello, Remy. Hello, Fox. Yes, you're early. Well, I haven't been on in a while. Hi, Dave. I promised you guys I was going to go live during Christmas and New Year's. Can't remember the dates. I think so. Last live was on the 17th of December. And then I told you guys I was going to come up live on the 24th during the day. And I fell at my house really bad. And I hurt myself really bad. I thought I was going to have to go to the hospital. I fell in the staircase. On this side, but like every single staircase on this side. And I was in a lot of pain, so I didn't want to go live on the 24th and then sick kiddos. So it was raining all the time. So the mood wasn't there. So that's why I didn't go live on the 24th. And then I kind of decided to take a break, like to rest and be with my family. So that's why I didn't show up on the 31st. So I want to wish you guys Happy New Year. I hope that you guys had amazing celebration. I had my sister in town also. She surprised me. I think she arrived on the 23rd. Yeah, she arrived on the 23rd. She left on the 25th. So I was able to spend time with my sister. She lives like really far away. So I was like really happy about that. We had a very simple Christmas here. The kids opened up their gifts, and then we just went to my parents, even though I was in so much pain. I was on so much painkillers on the night of Christmas. So it was not that fun. But then we started feeling like, as a family, back on track, like just like between Christmas and New Year's. And then we had like celebration on the 31st. No, the 30th, the 31st. And the first, my body was like, you need to rest. Like, you've partied a little too much. So I'm glad to be back. I miss this little rendezvous every Sunday night. Thank you. I think it's the first time since I started my transition of hair care change that I really love my hair. So I thought I was going to express tonight. So thank you. And it is growing a lot. So I am seeing some changes. I am alive and I am semi-rested. Tomorrow's going to be back to normal. My husband's back to work. My children are on ped day. So officially school is back on. I decided to send them on ped day, like to give them like a transition day. And also like for me, so I won't get up at 5:30 in the morning because ped day is like, I think it's the latest they can get to school is 9. So tomorrow's going to be like a small transition day for us. Oh, I have an Amazon delivery. Cool. Let's hope the dogs don't bark. Yay, they didn't bark. Luna, ici. Luna, viens. C'est juste le gars d'Amazon. Viens. They're not happy. So, I'm alive and well. Well, I don't think it was bad luck for me falling. I think it was like a wake-up call. And I listened. But the reason why I got hurt is because my husband left his tools in a place that was not like ideal. And I went and grabbed a mason jar and my foot got stuck in one of the cords, the extension cords. I didn't see the extension cord. Like, it was really early in the morning and like I didn't want to wake up anyone, and boom, I fell. So learn from me. Take one more second. If you have anything that has extension cords, tuck it away so that early mornings, you don't fall on the stairs. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Hello, Tammy. How are you? Thank you. I'll be right back. So sorry. Okay. Hello, hello. Yeah, we have deliveries up till 9, 10 o'clock at night. And sometimes I actually have deliveries at 2 a.m. Well, we have security cameras around the house. So if they try anything funny, well, we'll catch them. No, seriously, it is his tools. And, you know, he could have put them in a better spot because it was a disaster waiting to happen. But anyways, it's done. It's done. Not sure what you mean. Are you referring to the fact that I just left and I said 1 minute? Yeah, sometimes it is 2 a.m. Intercom. So we have a couple of different delivery trucks that comes here. So one is Amazon. We have Purelator, and we have Intercom. Those are like, they deliver late. Yeah, the dogs barked because something happened upstairs. My son tripped on something and went like boom, 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 and the dogs don't like the noise, so they started barking. So you, I think last live, let me remember. So I'm gonna go back. So little Marilyn is also 9 months. I also have Tracy. I'm trying to think. Last live, I had a star like that from you. I think it's your computer tonight that doesn't like you. No, I'm not frozen. No, look. Hold on, I just want to make sure that's not my husband that's texting me because of the incident upstairs. Okay. I'm not frozen. I'm kind of listening upstairs what's going on, and I'm trying to focus here. So multitasking, sometimes I look frozen. But the funny thing is I'm not supposed to receive anything. So now I'm curious, like, what did I receive from Amazon? I didn't place any orders. So I guess I'll see after the live. Okay, so it could be on your side, Tracy, because everyone seems to be fine. But if I leave here, maybe I can go check. So I cannot see if there's comments. I'm going to go see if I can tell you how long it's been. I mean, because I know I highlighted it last live. Remy, where are you? 10 months. 10 months. So that would be no, because it could be for my husband's work. Because he's going back to work tomorrow. So, okay, wait, let me see. Let me see what we have received. It could be funny. I'm actually not expecting anything. I'm not seeing anything. That's odd. Yeah, 10. So I think it's Dave is blue, I think. Like teal. And then Tracy, Marilyn, and Remy are like orangey yellow. Well, you were my first, I think. And then I think it was like Marilyn was gifted on different accounts. Your personal accounts. And then some stayed. And then I was gifted. Yeah, you guys made a couple of gifts. So, what did you guys do during the holidays? Anything exciting? Did you do any crazy things? Since me, like it was like super quiet. Oops. I did not say that. Scratch that. Sorry, didn't want to cause any trouble. I am talking about membership, just in case. Just in case. I don't want to start any trouble. Family time. My daughter moved back from. Oh, that's fun. It must be. Is she moving with you and your other daughter? Must be fun. So I think I missed a couple of comments. I'm just going to go up. Yes, don't forget to do the thumbs up. I actually need it at the moment since I've been quiet here on StreamYard and on YouTube. Every thumbs up that you give me actually will push my channel a little further. Oh, I did forget to announce something. We went to the in-laws for Christmas and they stayed at home all the way. Her and her husband have an apartment near. That's fun. That's cool. It's like at least you'll be close to. No, I'm not pregnant. No. I'm pretty sure, like 99.99999% sure that I'm done. So when my uterus has like that moment where I want another baby, I go to my friend's house. She has a 20-month-old-ish, like 18, 20-month-old baby. And I babysit this baby a couple of times during the month. And I kind of get that satisfaction with that. And like the fun part is I take the baby and I give it back to her and then I'm done. So I have all my needs. Like I have like so much fun playing with the little baby, playing with the little one. And then like I get to send it back home. So no, I'm not having another baby. It's not planned. Well, it is Sunday, and we're somewhat going back to normality. Like school is starting, people are going back to work. I know some people did not have like full New Year's off. Grandbaby's due by the end of. Ooh, cool! Congrats! More babies. Uh oh. So, Tammy, this is for you if you're here. Okay, now it's my computer having fun with me. Okay. Okay. I actually have to send you one sticker, Remy. I need to get better with that. Like I had this, I should have sent the sticker from my website. It would have been done. But I have it in my drawer. So before the holidays, I'm like, okay, so I need to clean up. Like my sister's coming, shoving everything in a drawer. And then 2 weeks later, I still haven't sent it. No, I sent her. I sent her mine. Unless you're talking about a sticker that you owe her. I sent her mine. Ooh! Fun. Gifts. Okay. Because I remember I was thinking of like doing it from my house because I have some stock here, but then I'm like, I'm just going to order it from the website and they just take care of the shipping for me and all of that. And I can do that from the comfort of my home because I have a post office, and post office are like closed from 12 to 2. And then from 2 to 3:30, like I just don't want to leave my house. And in the morning, like I concentrate on studying. So it was like easier for me. But like now I have like all these stickers here, so I'm gonna have to do something about it. Back to I think I mentioned it. No, I don't think I did. So last live, I think it was December 17th. Let me check before I say something wrong. Yeah, so last live I did, I was just over 2,000 subscribers. And then from the last live until December 29th, I hit 3K. I don't know if you guys noticed. I did make a community post about it, but if I'm seeing 10 people here live with me, if you are new to the channel, I just want to say welcome. I was like blown away by that. And then I had a couple of milestones also, like 90,000 views, and then earlier on this year, 95,000 views. That's nice. Thank you. Yeah, 3K. I know I have a long way to go before, like, I was saying to Remy today, when I started when I started YouTube, I think it's going on 3 years now. Yeah, I think so. 3 years. And I was like, oh, it's going to be easy. It's going to be fun. I'm going to be 5 years. I'm going to be in a good position. Turns out it's a little more complicated than that, but I am celebrating every single milestone because baby steps are better than no steps. I keep saying this. Thank you. Oh, I'll take it, definitely. Like if I put myself almost 3 years ago in like looking at my phone and like not seeing the growth I wanted, being in denial that it takes time. I am really, really, really happy that it has happened. But there is going to be some changes on my channel. So I've been analyzing a little bit the analytics of my content, and I'm trying to find what you guys seem to prefer. Because I kind of find myself feeling like all over the place. Like I have like a couple of dough recipes, a couple of canning recipes, a couple of, I'm just going to try to hide that light. Okay, let's do that. And then a couple of canning videos, and then gardening videos. So I'm trying to look at like maybe 3 to 5 subjects that are the most popular. And I think that is going to be like my direction that I'm going to go with. So definitely seed starting will be probably one of them, because I am using soil blockers and it did seem to be very popular. Preserving. I find that preserving and pantry kind of goes together, because yes, I am harvesting stuff from the garden, but preserving wise, you don't have to have a garden to preserve food. So it kind of goes with what you have in your pantry, or like kind of deals at local stores or like farms that I find. And I am seeing like a high demands in my preserving videos. So that like is kind of the directions I have figured out, but I still want like to somewhat research a little bit better and find the topics that you guys enjoy, instead of like feeling like I'm a chicken with no heads and like running in many different directions. And YouTube doesn't know what to do with me. So, okay, this light is really bothering me. I'm just going to go close it. I'll be right back. Okay, so I went outside and I checked the box. It's actually for me. it's for a future video that I have for you guys. So I can't show it to you. Yes. I keep saying this to content creator. Every time someone starts, I tell them it's a little bit hard, but you need to focus on one step at a time. Because if you kind of bite too much and you can't chew it, well, then you're gonna kind of a drawing in your mind right now. But like, if you bite too much, like you're gonna burn out. So might as well do one step at a time. Soon Tracy will be at 5K. Yeah, Lynn, oh my God. Like, I'm so happy for her. Like, I think she's like beyond 10K right now. It's like amazing. Well, Marilyn, you have maybe a calm Wednesday coming up so that I can enjoy coffee with like a beautiful Wednesday morning at the beach. I am getting rigged up to really buckle down and make more better content, as well as the projects we're talking about. Nice. I haven't even tried mine. So I think my husband gave me the 8. I still haven't tried it. I have to maybe somewhat try it out. And I was gifted a drone. I'm still trying to figure out how to use it, but it's more like a drone for kids, like playing, because I've watched the footage. The footage is like, okay, but I don't find it useful for content creating. So I think the drone I was sent was like more for kids to play around and have fun in like start. But like I'm still having so much fun with it. So that's also a video that I have to do with you guys, because I did get some gifts. Yes. No, it's because like I was kind of like going like this all the time. But anyways, I don't feel like taking out my ring light because I don't want like the little rounds in my eyes. Yeah, my door squeaks. um, um, so I didn't mute you guys. I only closed the video. I could have said so many things. My reasons are because I need to go pee. Yeah, so that's why when you have people with you, uh, like you did last time I was on your live, you just left, you didn't say anything, and me and Darren were like, okay, I guess we'll take over. I love those calm Wednesdays. I know, like we got like our first snowstorm. Well, first snowstorm of the year, I should say, after all that rain. It is getting cold. Hello. Oh, congratulations. I saw that you were like at 900 subs. Am I wrong? Did you reach higher? Yeah, I was gonna say something similar, like go to the beach, put live, and then just walk and just let it go. You would be surprised. I actually listen to meditation sometimes, and they have like it's on YouTube, and they have like backgrounds, videos, and pictures and places, and I find myself that when I get distracted in my meditation, I actually look, and water is very peaceful. So you could be surprised. You could actually like just put your camera there, look at the ocean, and just go for a walk for 10, 20 minutes. And you can actually have like no efforts almost and like have a good life. Or the rabbits. For me on Saturdays, it's because of almost the same reason. Hello, Karen. Well, I'm going to spend some time with my beautiful future wife, but I will leave this on. Good night. You're probably gone by now. Well, that time I said I would be right back, but you guys were in the middle of big conversations about to stop you. True. But like me and Darren were like, wait, what? Where'd he go? Awesome. No. I mean, like you walk on the beach and like from afar you check your tripod. It's true. It's true with the wind. I didn't think of that. Polar bear dip live. Oat Goats in Port Hope has a liveness cam. Oh, cool. Well, there is some risks of leaving a camera, like filming. It is somewhat a risk. Polar bear were too north. I mean, we're too south for that. But they would massacre the camera probably. Oh, there's another Amazon truck that just passed in front of the house. Is that for me? It's like Christmas all over again. So another thing I've been doing over the holidays, I've been somewhat planning, like I said, some changes for the channel. I have one video planned to film. And then from there, I really want to focus on, like I said, a couple of different subjects. And then I'm also in the starts of this year's garden. So I know I did say that I had no idea if I was going to do a garden, how big of a garden I was doing. I will be doing one for sure. I still don't know what size of garden I want to commit to, but I know that I want to preserve some food from the garden, and also like shop deals, local farms, and all of that. I kind of started like a general rough plan of like what goes where. I kind of selected my tomatoes varieties, and I think like I'm almost 70% done. What I need to figure out is the quantity of each I want and how dedicated like I want to successive sowing. So last year I had like this huge ambition of like sowing. Like lettuce, I think I had 8 sowing of lettuce schedule, and like I had like this big plan. I was going to have so much of everything. And I kind of realized it was like way too much for me. And I think this year I am going to sow multiple like lettuce. I know that the windows of lettuce is like early in the spring, and then I can manage like to somewhat hide it behind tomato plants, and then later on the fall. But I will not have an elaborate plan like that like I did last year, because I remember just opening my sewing calendar. I think it was like early June, end of June. And like I was barely surviving the spring garden and the summer garden. I was like, how in the ... am I going to be able to fit physically, mentally, the fall garden? And obviously I did not do I could have done a winter garden because it's been so cool here. I probably would have been able to have greens probably up till now. But I chose to like really take the fall, the winter, and like start soon. Actually, I'm going to be sowing something very soon. Onions for us, I think, is in February, but I am sowing something in January. It's just going to take me 5 minutes, but I am going to be doing that. And I do plan on having herbs inside the house, and like maybe 5 or 6 plants of lettuce inside the house. Because I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but we have a basket of fruit and vegetables that gets delivered every week here. It's from Lufa. It's called Lufa. I just want to say it right. Lufa Farms. So it's in Ville Saint Laurent on the island of Montreal. We get delivered every single week. So every week I have a couple of heads of lettuce, some spinach, some green onions, and tomatoes that actually taste not so bad. And then there's meat that's frozen. There's frozen vegetables. There's apples. There's blueberries, like depending what's in season. Some weeks I order a little bit more. Some week I order less. And I complement when I go to the grocery store. So I find that we're eating much better quality food and locally grown food by doing that. And I am also doing the pantry challenge from Three Rivers Homestead. So the pantry challenge is the month of January and the month of February. You don't have to do it those 2 months. It is you use up, well, it's actually you that creates the rules. So you use up everything that you have at your house as much as possible, with going the least possible at the grocery store. So I am doing it like I am like it kind of feels weird saying this, but I am doing it on a daily basis. Like I always make sure to look within what I have in the pantry freezers or dehydrated good before I go buy something. But by growing some lettuce inside of the house, I will be able to focus on like maybe apples, organic apples, like pears, strawberries, frozen fruits at Loofah Farms. And for the kids, like the kids eat so many fruits, so many vegetables for snacks instead of like store-bought snacks. I prefer that, like do a dip and all of that. So I will be going to the grocery store buying some stuff. There's only one thing I don't know. I don't know how much of it I will be filming of the pantry challenge. Like I've noted the first week what I wanted to do in the stuff like I was lacking. Usually 4 times a year, like I do like big grocery shopping. Like in January, it's spices that I buy in bulk, and then flour, sugar, honey, and then stuff that I normally need to do breads. So obviously the pantry challenge says that you're not supposed to buy too much at the grocery store, but it's like it's planned that way in my household. So I'm trying to go like on a different approach. Every week at the grocery store, I will still be buying cheese, yogurt, fruit, vegetables to do like raw vegetables that they eat with a dip for snacks. But I'm not going to indulge. Like if I see something that is not normally something we would buy, unless it's for a special event, so that I'm going to give myself like a smaller weekly budget for the groceries. And I made a list of every single meal that I would like to do. And I will make a more elaborate planner. And I probably will be sharing that in some of the meals, like ideas that I came up with, or like freezer meals I want to do and around that. But like I haven't like wrapped too much my head around how I'm going to share the pantry challenge, but I will be doing it. Maybe in my community post during the day, I can share like what I'm working on with the ingredients I'm working on. And if you're doing it, let me know. Oh, really? I did not know. A polar bear swims is where a person swims in freezing. Oh, wait, that's not for me. I need to. I don't think I'll be stratifying any seeds this year. Maybe one. There is one I think I have to. Herbs. There's an herb I'm trying to grow that's not working. This week, I think I haven't done, usually on Friday, I would sit down and plan my week. But I'm going to do that probably Monday. And I'm going to figure out like when I want to do my garden planning, what seed I'm going to start. Right. You're courageous. I think I've seen that. I've seen a post about it. Must be cold. Just want to go over. I did mention the pantry challenge, the changes on the channel. Actually, since I have 13 people here, I know not all of you guys comment, but as I mentioned, since I want to take a different path, it's still going to be homesteading oriented. I just want to narrow down subjects. If there is certain subjects that you prefer and you would like me to prepare videos about that specific subject, it would be a good time for me, for you guys to let me know. Woohoo, you're doing the pantry challenge. I kind of figured, Tammy, that you were doing the pantry challenge with all the jars that you have. Yeah, well, homesteading is a niche. So here's my train of thought, because like content creator goes through this like content creating burnout or like lack of inspiration. So as a homesteader, we do so many things. It's so large. So homesteading can be you don't need to a land to homestead. Like you can, well, it would be more like pantry stuff, but like you don't need like a 2,000 square feet garden to be a homesteader. Like if you have a 10 by 10 garden and you somewhat preserve from your garden and complement, like you're still a homesteader. If you have animals and like chickens and you have a garden, like you're homesteading, even if it's on a third of an acre. So the niche is so wide, and I kind of feel that YouTube is evolving and there's a lot of content out there, and sometimes they just don't know what to do with us. We're all over the place. So if I just look at my current videos from last month's, a couple of months back, that's not where I wanted to go. Like I have canning, a new Christmas tradition that I'm doing, and then crafts that I'm doing with my daughter, and then I talk about, like it's a vlog about there's questions that I ask myself on a daily basis, and then the start of my healing journey, and then I go back to creating rosemary salt, and then I'm revealing my pantry. So I'm literally going from left to right. So either I create like a certain amount of videos about one subject, and then I flip to another, like mini series. Like example, I do a couple of videos on canning, and then a couple of videos on pantry, like how I stock up my pantry. Like I'm going to go to the grocery store and stock up on, like I'm going to go to Costco. What do I buy at Costco? And then why do I choose to go at Costco instead of buying it at the store? Like there's so much you can do, like just with just the fact of stocking pantry. There's so much that you can talk to. So unless I do that like mini series, like YouTube maybe will figure out what I'm doing. But I think niching down is probably going to be the best for me. YouTube can't find your videos. No, YouTube can find your videos easier if you consistently make just cooking or just gardening or just, yeah. So that's why I want to narrow it down to a couple of subjects that are somewhat related. So pantry and preserving, I find that are somewhat related. Pantry and gardening are somewhat related because you can preserve your food from your garden. And then I can just, seed starting is kind of like the last thread, because like it would be like the full circle of it. But then I can choose like once a couple of moons, I can decide to do a vlog and like go all over the place and just like say that it's a vlog, so that the people that are so used to my more focused content, oh, she's just like vlogging, so it's a little different. That's a thing. I kind of have a hard time deciding, because at one point last year, I almost decided I was going to stop because I was no longer doing it because I enjoyed it or loved it. I was just doing it because I felt I had to do it. Mine have been all over the place, and I have to focus more on what my audience signed up for. Yeah, but like that's something also that's hard. Like I find that from video to video, I don't have the same, like similar content, I don't have the same outcome. homesteading is like gardening for the Olympics. I'm on a third of an acre. I don't have that full space to garden with. I make do with what I have. Yeah. So I have 1/3 of an acre too. And I'm using probably every inch I can. And like I have like space to maybe be a bit more, like go a bit bigger. But I think instead of going bigger, I think I'm just going to plant fruit trees or berry bushes. I do not want to be a chicken channel also. There are so many out there. So unless I have a specific question, like in a vlog I show, I walk in my coop. I rarely film my coop. I walk in my coop, pick up some eggs because I'm doing a recipe of, I don't know what, a bread or banana bread. And someone asks me a specific question. And then there's more than one comment under that thread, like, oh, what do you do? What do you do for winter? Blah, blah, blah. Well, then I'm just going to know all these questions and I'm going to address it probably in like one specific video. I don't want to... Well, that's the thing. Like I want to also focus on what subjects are most popular, but I also want to be true to myself. So I think I'm going to be doing content a little differently. Buy a tractor. I don't have space for a tractor. My husband would probably, I think my husband would be like a kid in a candy store if like I bring a tractor here. And then if I get a tractor delivered here, my other son, Philip, I would have like to make sure that my husband arrives alone at home in the tractor so that he can have so much fun with it. And then when my other children arrive home, so they can actually have a ride in the tractor. It would be something. Yeah. The only thing is I can't put too high because of the way my land is designed. It actually shadows my main garden, my in-ground garden. So I have to choose trees that either are 10 feet under or bushes. But I think this year I'm just going to invest in currants. I want to invest in white currants and pink currants. Black raspberries. I have a lot. I want to propagate them and have like, I love those. They're probably like my favorite. And the champagne currants were like really delicious. And the yellow, darker version, like I think it's the early version. I have 2 types of yellow raspberries, and one's early, which is really sweet. And the one that's really late is also sweet, but sometimes there's like little mini bugs in them. So I never really get a chance to really enjoy them. So I think I'm going to go like easy to propagate raspberries, and worst case scenario, I can just leave it there. I know all I have to do with raspberries, I just have to clip them and they're going to come back. I have a tractor. It's a lawnmower, and I don't even know if you can call it a tractor. We had the ice storm last year. I think it was in March or April. And it massacred the hood of my husband's lawnmower. And he was devastated. So right now, if I show you guys, it's not really a tractor, but like it's almost like his little mini toy. If I show it to you, he's going to look like a redneck. The only thing I'm missing is modifying it and like putting like a chair. And I think I would like attract so many views if I do shorts about it. It would be funny, but he really wants to fix it up. Like it shattered the entire shell of the motor. It still works. It's just like there's nothing covering the motor right now. And ordering it a new piece is like almost as much as we paid for it used. So we have to figure out something. because now we have to cover it when it snows because then it doesn't start, because we do push the snow with it. He modified it a little bit so that he can have like a shovel in front of it, and he sits on that little thing and he just pushes snow, and he's like beyond happy, and he keeps saying, I want one day a tractor, I want one day a tractor. I'm like, you kind of need a bigger land and have a farm so that we can have a tractor. And then he always goes, So we're not there yet. I'm trying to grow apples and cherry trees. My cherry tree died this year because I relocated it and didn't like it. Our tractor video was a great hit before the fermented feed video. We have 1.86 acres and 400 feet driveway. A tractor was, yes, obviously. I could. It's just one died. So we have a normal tree that died on us. And I was thinking to replace it with an apple tree. But the thing is, the roots of that thing, even though the tree's been dead for like two years, it's not coming out. So digging for an apple tree there would kind of be horrific. But sadly, we had to remove my apple tree. Like, it was beyond dying. And it's actually doing like little babies on the side. So we're going to leave those. And I think we're going to leave 2 of those babies grow and see whatever it does. And maybe find couple of dwarf pears that I can put on the side of the house, and just research if the roots are dangerous for being close to the house. But technically, I would love to have a couple of dwarf trees, but I kind of would remove some of the sunlight, and it's the way that my house is positioned and my trees are positioned, it's not ideal. So I don't know. Bush trees would actually be better, but I do have access to an orchard. A friend of mine has a humongous orchard, and I cleaned it out last year with him, and we processed pears, apples, and he's adding, I think, something else this year to his orchard. So I might have so many things there, so I won't have to sow anything here. And since we keep talking about maybe one day moving, I kind of feel bad investing $60 on a dwarf tree, not knowing if I'm going to be here in the next 5 years. But I kind of ponder the idea back and forth. I want a system so I can turn the water from my husband has that. It's one of the first gadget he installed 3 years ago. So he's on his phone. So I call him when I need water during the winter. It's on his phone, and he opens the water from it's probably because it's Wi-Fi. And then I open the tap outside, and it saves the pipe from freezing, which is awesome. And I don't think it was something very expensive, but it is something fun. I would love to have an automatic system for my tunnel, at least, not something super high tech, but something from my rainwater barrel, and turn on the water from my phone and just put a timer on my phone and just close it. It would be awesome. Well, I now have a top now on the tunnel. I did put my rabbits in the tunnel this year. So we had to put the tarp over it. Now the only thing we're missing is to close the door and close the back end window. The bunnies, I think we're only going to close the back end window and leave the front door open so they have this nice airflow. I don't want them to reach 30 degrees Celsius in the spring, because I remember, I think it was this spring, it was 0 degrees Celsius or 10 degrees Celsius, and I was receiving alerts on my phone that the temperature of the high tunnel was reaching beyond what was my setting, and the rabbits don't do too well in full sun and like super heat. So I think we're gonna leave like maybe like one piece of the back end window open so that we can have like a circulation of air, and leave the full front door open. Well, obviously there's gonna be a door, but we're not gonna protect it. Worst case scenario, you can always grow a tree. Yeah, yeah, true, true. But I'm kind of focusing on different things. I know it's something I can do. I can order like maybe smaller trees instead of like being 5, 7 year old trees. I can maybe order 1 year old trees, like root system, and like start them small, 3 gallon, 5 gallons, and then 10 gallons, and then 20 gallons if I have to. I know I can do that. It's just I don't want to stretch myself too thin this year. Like I want to focus on what's important. I think with everything going on in the world, food security is something that is like the most important for me. So just before New Year's, I lost my male rabbit, my only male rabbit. And he was, I think, 6 years old and probably died of old age. And kind of my food security around the rabbit kind of died with him. Yes, I still have 2 babies, 2 males that I'm keeping over the winter for fertilizer for the spring. And then I'm going to be selling those either as pets or as breeders. And I still have my young doe, but I know that we're not harvesting the babies for meat. I'm selling the babies. I usually have three litters that are sold during the summer, and like it kind of pays the operation of the fertilizer of the rabbit manure. And then if anything happens to us, like my freezers of meat are empty and we need meat. I know my husband is like one of the worst things. He hates harvesting rabbits. Like he finds them way too cute. And I completely understand him. Like they're way too cute. But if we're forced to make a decision and we're lacking some meat, I want to have that food security of having at least one doe and one male so that I can sell either the babies or keep them for ourselves if we do need it. And you can harvest them. I think it's 4 weeks plus 8 weeks, if my memory is correct. So if ever we do need, we would have that option. So I want to have that food security. And like by selling the babies, I pay for the feed for the entire year, and they kind of give me like a bonus of their fertilizer. So it's a win-win for me. So food security is also what I want to do. So meat wise, I have that. I have my eggs. With my chickens, I always make sure to add at least 2 hens every year. Bye, everyone. Sorry. Bye, Marilyn. I think that's my cue also that I'm getting tired. So I have my bunnies as food security, as fertilizer. I have my eggs with my hens. I do have males for ducks if ever I need meat. Also, I have 2 females that are quite big that I can cross with one of my runner ducks. It would give really small ducks, but we would have meat out of it for sure, and probably broth out of it also. So it's also another food security. So I want to do that, and I want to do some for my fruits. So I have all my raspberries. I think next year I should have some strawberries, and I want also vegetables, and I want to concentrate on that. So I want to feel, since I don't have an income coming in, like an actual career. So this is my career. So my YouTube revenue and my affiliate links revenue is my revenue. But like I would say that the food that I bring in and the food security is my salary. So since I've been stretching myself so thin over the years, I kind of find that I'm always exhausted. Like it's normal to be tired as a homesteader, that I understand. But like every year I was like more doing because I had to, instead of doing because I felt happy doing it. So I want to keep that line of, I want food security, but I want to do it enjoying it. And when I have that first tomato, like I want to have like that tingly feeling, like the first big yellow tomato I harvested in my garden. It tastes like almost heaven. So I want that. So if I started doing trees and like order like a lot of trees and then transplanting them, like I could do it on a smaller scale, like maybe start 5 this year and then 5 next year and then go from there. That's also something I could do, but I don't want to do it like on a big scale. And there's another problem. I wouldn't know where to put it because I am starting to lack space. My light is dying on me. Is this better? Maybe I'm going to have to start taking my ring light out. As I'm talking about the garden plan, is it something that you guys would enjoy to see? Like all the choices that I'm doing, the design around the garden. Is it something that you guys as content would enjoy to see? Like I know that the soil blockers are very popular. Marilyn and I go back and forth and chit chat about it because we are both converting to that. But I've never really sat down, I think other than the first year, about the garden plan. So I did invest last year into a course and I'm still following it somewhat this year, but I kind of draw like what goes where in the calendar. Okay, so I guess I'm going to do my rough copy and then I'm going to do like let me write this down because I don't have my content creating agenda with me. So planning of the garden. So I could do like part 2, like couple of parts so that I can go in depth. But I know the trick that I keep saying to everyone that's starting is like, you have to grow what you love to eat, because if like you grow stuff that's just pretty, let me rephrase that. If you grow pretty stuff, make sure that you have enough, like that you scale your stuff. Like last year I sacrificed, I think 2 entire garden beds for flowers because I wanted to add beauty, but I had so much space that I could do it. But if I remember when I started, I had like my first 30 by 30 garden. I was companion planting with herbs and flowers so that I can maximize my space. But I always grew what I enjoy eating, so that every single inch that I was growing food was with stuff that we like to eat. There is stuff that I grow for my bunnies. We enjoy somewhat Swiss chard and kale, but I think I grow it more for the bunnies and for the chickens. But other than that, everything that I grow is stuff that I need to preserve or eat fresh. Awesome. So I wrote that down. Is there any other specific subjects that you would like me to touch? I do have an update on my butler's pantry, but I'm waiting to film that because I think I'm going to modify one more thing before I do like a part probably 10 reveal, because it's going to take a while for us to finish the pantry. But we did remove the Costco shelving. I am so happy because I have a window in the pantry that lets some sunlight now into my kitchen. But when the Costco shelving was there, it's actually one of my growing thing that I use for my lights. It was not letting the sunshine in. And the way that my house is designed, and I have a roof over almost all of my windows, in the main floor, if it's like goggy outside, I don't have any sunlight that comes in the house. And like during this time of year, like I need my sun in the way that the window's positioned in my pantry down there. If it's somewhat sunny, just a little bit, I kind of have like a sunny space that I can go to and kind of like sync up the sun. Because like we still have a couple of weeks to go before like we can see a little bit more of the sun. It was the solstice on the 21st, so we are getting a little bit of sun every day, so that's exciting. So I'm going to end the live here because I am getting tired, getting back into groove of things. I want to go to bed early tonight, but I'm going to let you like one more minute. I know that there's a little delay. If there's special requests, I'm going to take it down and work on it. My next video is going to be canning. At least one of my next videos is going to be canning. I can't. It's too small. So my pantry is 6 by 7. And I'm trying to remember the measurements. 6 by 7. The L-shaped countertops are 22 inches deep on one side, and I think 20 inches deep on the other. So that leaves me with a walking area of like maybe like 4 by 5, and I have my pumpkins on the ground, and I have all of that there. So I can't, like, I could go and sit and meditate, like put like a cushion. I have enough space, but like my table doesn't fit there too. It would kind of be funny to do a Reiki session in the pantry, but you know, there's no wrong place. But I will be putting a hammock in the high tunnel so that I can read there. But because my bunnies are in the high tunnel, I will, like, I was thinking, oh my God, I didn't know that I was going to be studying Reiki when I put my bunnies in the tunnel, because I could have put a platform there and like install my table there, and it would be like super cold outside, but it would be warm inside. It would have been a nice setup, but you know, it's okay. It's okay. I am somewhat planning a multifunction room for my canning goods, my table, but I'm trying to convince my husband to do a meditation solarium on the side of the house for me. I don't know how that's going to go. That I can have like just enough space for like a little table, a little meditation area, and permanently have my table there and a heat source. But I have to be realistic. Like, so until then, I might have to open the bed, close it every single time. Yeah, folding chairs. 4 by 5. Probably a small chair, yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean, like a sun porch. Like a covered sun porch. It would be fun. Last year, I think I've mentioned this before, but I don't know if you're there. So last year, my husband sends me a message. I found a broken solarium. It was 10 by 10. There was pieces that were torn because of the ice storm that we had in April, and the person was giving it. My husband's like, okay, it's broken. What we can do is I can torch the places that are damaged. We can make it smaller and figure something out for the windows that are broken. We can like hodgepodge windows for now and order windows at Solarium de Paris, and we would have a sun porch. I was like ecstatic. I was like super happy. I'm like, where we're going to put it? And I'm like, okay, worst case scenario, we can just like put it on blocks, find cinder blocks for sale and anchor it there and put it on the side of the house and like work from that. But then he wasn't quick enough and someone went to pick it up. It would have been amazing. It would have been like work, obviously, because unassembling it, picking it up, bring it back here, assemble it, assess the damage, and then figure out how much it would cost to fix it and the parts and all of that. But it would have been nice. But until then, I could figure something out. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So I'm still studying. So right now, I just finished level 1. And I also finished level 2. I have my diploma. I still have my attunement. I will have my attunement by the end of the month. I think it's January 29th. No, sorry, January 23rd. And then I need to figure out if I want to do the Master Reiki in the spring or in the fall. But I haven't figured that part yet. Well, guys, last chance. Any special requests for content related to gardening, canning, preserving? Yeah, I know. I probably something will come up. Like I never thought in a million years that I was going to go back to school. First of all, I never thought that I was going to go holistic on so many levels. Like turning 40. I don't know if Dave is still here. He says turning 40 years old makes you mature a lot, and I think a lot of that. A lot of like the 40 made me think a lot, and like I think I found like the path that I want to take. So it is exciting. What do you mean? Sing the theme of Annie. What does that mean? I'm sorry, I cannot sing. If I sing, you guys will like probably like have some damage to your ears. And I don't want to do that to you guys. I respect you too much to do damage on your ears. Oh, I feel young. Actually, so Angie from Me and Your Acres last spring thought I was 26, 30 at tops. And I have like an almost 12-year-old. And like I have 3 children. So I'm like, oh, you're so sweet. Can like I'm going to go for 30 for sure. I love getting that compliment. Okay, so yes, I did ask some requests. You're absolutely right, but I will have to deny that request from you because I love you guys too much. I'm just going to work your ears. I can't do that. Hello, Creative Redundancy. I was actually leaving. Yes, well, babies. Yes, well, I hope in some way. I am the baby of my family. So since you just pop on, how was your holidays? Happy New Year. It's been a while since I haven't seen you. Well, I was off for like 3 weeks. I hope you had fantastic holidays. What does HNY means? Hi. What does this mean? Or did you mean hey, like hi? Like typo error. Right. That's the third cue that my brain is mush and tired. Okay, so where did the comments go? Okay, so that's not for me. Thank you. Well, I'm gonna go. I'm so sorry, ZR. Like, usually, like you come in and we talk about food, and you leave so hungry. And this time, I'm just gonna I'm sorry. But I will keep my Sunday live schedule at 7:30. This week is like, I'm going to cut it short because I'm getting back to normalcy at home. The kids are going back to school. My husband's going back to work. And I kind of like had 3 weeks of like all over the place. Like we did renovations inside the house. I finally have a kitchen floor. I'm super excited about that. And we're starting to build in our minds like what we want for a kitchen. And then we had like 2 weeks of like not eating the right food, not eating at the right time, going to bed super late, getting up super early. So I'm looking forward to some somewhat routine for next week. Well, everyone have a fantastic week, and we will talk next Sunday. And I should probably have a video this week, or it's going to be latest, probably latest during the week. But worst case scenario, we're going to chat on next Sunday. Take care, everyone. Good night. Rest, everyone. Bye.